Did I get over $100 worth of Beyblade parts in a $10 package? Yes? No. No. Yeah. Let's talk about it. In this video, we're taking a look at a Hasbro Quad Drive double pack, something I have not unboxed in a while. So let's go ahead and talk about it. This is the Destruction Bellfire and Decay Perseus double pack. This double pack is actually pretty interesting because it's Hasbro's attempt at packaging several rare parts, but it's Hasbro. Let's talk about the more boring parts first before we talk about the more exciting ones like the layers. Exciting. Do you know what's actually exciting though? Hitting that like and subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds, and join the Nuc Nation, the biggest and most ultimate nation on the planet. Don't look that up. In fact, if you hit that subscribe button, you'll become the best Beyblader ever. Don't look that up either. Performance tip for Destruction Bellfire first. You can see that it has a kind of a whole flat armor tip, which is kind of cool. I wonder what's underneath. It's edge. It's edge. Hasbro really looked at Destruction Bellfire and said, let's put edge on it. Okay. And for the disc, we have tapered. I don't really know why we get a ton of these. Let's just goodbye. And now let's talk about the parts for Decay Perseus. For the performance tip, it looks like the armor tip is like fusion, and when then you pull the tip off, it is orbit. Obviously, it's missing all of what makes orbit good, and it's missing all of what makes fusion good, but it's a 2-in-1. It's a 2-in-1. And it looks like cheese. It's a nice yellow color. You like yellow? And now let's move on to the disc. It says SG on it, and I originally thought it was a complete Hasbro exclusive, and I was kind of impressed. It has like a really sharp design. It's small, but it looks pretty cool.
That's what she said.
And then I realized SG means Spriggan gear, and this is their version of Nexus plus S, which looks like this. And you can kind of see, yeah, my hype just kind of went straight down. Hasbro really decided to model a brand new disc instead of just giving us the actual gear. I don't understand it. But now let's move on to the $100 in value, blah, blah, whatever. Starting off, we have Destruction Bellfire, and this is like an orange and red color scheme. It's really ugly because it's Hasbro's paint, but what this is trying to look like is Dynamite Perseus, like the rare version that's really expensive. It's in that same color scheme. It's kind of what it's trying to do. And then we have Decay Perseus, and this is, I guess, trying to kind of do the same thing as Savior Perseus from Takara Tomy. It's the exact same color scheme, but instead of Savior, we are getting Decay. And Decay is Hasbro's version of Devil, so we're getting a really weird mixture of parts here. Instead of giving us Dynamite Perseus, we have a Dynamite Perseus colored Destruction Bellfire, and instead of giving us Savior Perseus, we're getting Decay Perseus. So it's interesting. In a perfect world where Hasbro and Takara Tomy quality is the same, this would actually be kind of cool. I would much rather have Devil instead of Savior, so that part's cool. And Dynamite Perseus was the rare Beyblade layer for Dynamite Battle, so getting a version of that is also cool. But of course, this is Hasbro we're talking about. So while these bays are the bays you want, these are the ones your mom says we have at home. I got this double pack from Target. It was supposed to be 15 bucks, but they're having a 25% off thing. And then I had like $1 in Target credit, so it brought it down to $10-ish. And would I recommend this for that price? No. Maybe? Say what we will about Hasbro, of course. I still think that 10 bucks for Beyblades in general is still pretty solid. And I honestly do commend them for doing this kind of interesting mixture of rarer parts that pretty much 90% of people would not have, like Devil, Dynamite Perseus-ish. But it only makes me wish even more that we had higher quality releases, better paint, metal on the actual layer. It's a cool idea that I wish Takara Tomy would do at some point in the future, but since it's Hasbro, you can't really give them a high five for this. I'm not even going to do test battles for these bays. All quad drive bays battle the exact same, and it's really hard to have actually interesting battles with them. I just wanted to show off these interesting mixture of parts that Hasbro gave us. And I know I'm pretty late to the party. I don't really order quad drive stuff online because I don't really think it's worth it, but I saw it at Target for a decent price, so there you go. Hit that like button, hit subscribe to join the Nuc Nation, let me know what you think of Decay Perseus, and have fun and bay away.